John Adams. John Adams is one of the most influential founding fathers in American history. With his exceptional political wisdom, legal talent, and patriotism, he laid a solid foundation for American independence and nation-building. As the second president, first vice president, and the first president sworn in under the guidance of the Attorney General, his life and thought profoundly influenced the early political landscape of the United States. He was born into an ordinary family in Braintree, Massachusetts. His great-grandfather, Henry Adams, immigrated to North America from Somerset, England, with his wife and children in 1640, cultivating land and establishing a farm in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. His grandfather inherited the family's agricultural tradition and also engaged in malting, becoming a typical example of self-sufficiency in the area. His father, John Adams, further expanded the family business, managing the farm, becoming a renowned leather worker, and holding public office as a tax collector and militia officer, enjoying considerable prestige in the community. His mother, Susanna Boylston, came from a prominent family of physicians in Boston. Though strong-willed, she shaped Adams' character through devout religious faith and strict upbringing. His childhood was filled with the vibrancy of rural New England. He often chased deer, pheasants, and squirrels in the forest with his friends, even carrying a hunting rifle to school so he could hunt afterward. He was skilled at making toys, once carving a model sailboat out of wood, showcasing his talent for hands-on work. In addition, flying kites, rolling hoops, playing marbles, ring toss, wrestling, and swimming were his daily pastimes. These activities not only strengthened his physique, but also cultivated his yearning for freedom and adventure. Although he showed little interest in traditional subjects like Latin, he displayed talent in mathematics and reading. At the age of 6, he entered a village primary school for his basic education, and at 16, he entered Harvard College with outstanding grades, beginning his academic and intellectual journey. After graduating from Harvard, Adams served as a primary school principal in Worcester while simultaneously studying law, becoming a Massachusetts barrister in 1758. In 1765, the British Stamp Act sparked strong resistance in the North American colonies. Adams wrote on the laws of the church and feudal laws, arguing from a historical perspective the colonial tradition of liberty and advocating no taxation without representation. His declaration in Instructions from the City of Braintree to its representatives, "We are faithful to God, but not slaves," became a symbolic slogan of the anti-British struggle. As a delegate to the Anti-Stamp Act Convention, he promoted a united colonial boycott, forcing Britain to repeal the act, thus revealing his political prowess. In 1774, Adams was elected a delegate to the Continental Congress, becoming a core member of the independence movement. He strongly advocated for independence from Britain, nominated George Washington as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, and participated in drafting the Declaration of Independence. Although Thomas Jefferson was the primary author, Adams, with his eloquent speeches and rigorous logic, cleared obstacles for the Declaration's passage. During the Revolutionary War, he traveled to many European countries, securing support from France and others, laying the diplomatic foundation for victory. In 1789, he became the first Vice President of the United States, and in 1797, he became the first president to enter the White House. During his presidency, he faced external threats from the quasi-war between Britain and France, as well as domestic political divisions. To defend national security, he pushed for the passage of the Alien Act and the Rebellion Act. Although these laws were controversial due to their restrictions on freedom of speech, they demonstrated his determination to strengthen central power during the crisis. After losing the 1800 election, he became the first president in the United States not to be re-elected, yet he set a democratic example by peacefully transferring power. In his later years, he witnessed his son, John Quincy Adams, being elected the sixth president, becoming the first president in American history to witness his son enter the White House. He is hailed as a giant of American independence, and his contributions transcend his presidential term. He used law as a weapon and reason as a banner, leaving a profound mark on the Declaration of Independence, the drafting of the Constitution, and national governance. He emphasized that political science should be placed above all other disciplines, advocating for checks and balances, and the rule of law, laying the ideological foundation for the American political system. He died on the same day as Thomas Jefferson on July 4, 1826, coinciding with the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This coincidence seemed to be history's final tribute to the two founders of the nation.